Hey everyone, this is Zoras, not Casuals, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about Guns of Glory's guard system, also known as the heroes of this game or the leaders of your armies. I'm going to talk about how you can obtain them, upgrade them, how their skill works, and how you can get the materials in order to do all of the stuff you need to do with them. So first things first, in order to get some guards, you need to go in your recruitment hall, which you will get right away in the beginning of the game, and you simply click the recruit button right here. Now, you can see that I have a few options. So there is a standard and the master. Now, it doesn't really matter. It will just depend on the currency that you accumulate. Of course, the master currency, which is this one, is harder to achieve. If you click the plus here, it'll tell you where you can get it. Basically, you have to buy it. But you also get a lot of it through the general game every day by daily quests and events. Now, here you can basically recruit all of this standard one. So if you click here, it'll tell you the chances are mostly tier C and tier B, and a small chance of getting tier A, which is our purple ones. So of course, most players in this game don't use anything but the purple or the tier S, which are the yellow ones that you can see here. So this is obviously the better one right here. The master is the one that you really want. This is basically used in order to get the points that you need to upgrade them. So the way it works is that when you go into guards right here and you go into guard inventory here, you will see that you can have all of the extra ones that you've recruited more than once. You can basically discharge any of the extra ones that you have here in order to get these points, which will let you increase their skill. So the way you do that is you discharge here, and then you can choose all tier C, all tier B, or all tier A. Now I discharge all of my tier C and my tier B because I don't need any of them, and most players won't, to be honest. Now going back to recruiting, you can also have the auto discharge here for basically C and B, where they're just, when you recruit them here, as I would do right now, they'll just discharge the ones that you don't want. So in this case, all of those, because I don't want any of these colors. But if there was a purple one in there, I would actually get the card for it. Now, there's nothing much more to it. You basically will just gather as many of these as you get from the game in general and from the different stores, and then you'll just recruit them as you go. You obviously will want to save up here to do recruit 5 for 130, because recruit 1 for 30 is very not worth it compared to this ratio, so never do this one. And you can see that after a few attempts, you will get a guaranteed A or S. So that's obviously very good. Sometimes you'll get a free recruitment here. So mine is in 16 hours. And then sometimes you also get a half off recruitment, which is obviously also worth it. So make sure to do those when you can. And you'll see as well that you'll get daily free recruitments of these ones every day. I have 6 of them so far. It depends on the level of the recruitment hall, how many you get, and how long the timer is. Now, lastly, you can also do serial recruitment here, which will let you spend basically all of it at once, because sometimes you can accumulate thousands of those. And again, this is really just something that will give me training points. As you can see, this is what I got, and this is the training points that I got for it. Now, the way it works when you want to upgrade some of them, for example. So if you want to upgrade their level, you click the plus here, and you will see that this shows you the XP you have, and you can either press it on it manually, or you can click upgrade here, which will basically just take you to the next level. So if I wanted to take him to level 40, for example, I could just keep spamming until level 40, and then he would be at that level. Now, I'll do it for this video because he's a pretty strong guard for me right now. And you see that once I reach level 40, now I can put some points in the attributes here. So the recommended one is usually the ones I go in. You just do this and save it, and that's about it. Now, the other things that you can upgrade are the stars and the skills. So the stars, you can see here, if I were to recruit more of this guard, I would get extra heads of his, and I would need 1 here to basically upgrade his star level to 2. Now, when I want to do from 2 to 3, I would need, I think, 3 or 2, and then the next one would be like double, so it gets more and more expensive. So when you want to upgrade a guard, make sure to keep their extra heads, because it will be very important and you will need those specifically in order to upgrade that star level. Now, when you want to upgrade their skills, it will use the same things, but you can use extra heads from any of the other guards that you don't need. So this is where my point is. Like for example, if I want to upgrade this guy, I could use these 2 heads from Voltaire, which I don't use and don't care about, and I could unlock this skill. Now, I wouldn't use these ones because, as I showed earlier, this guy here, he is one of my main guards, so I won't want to use his heads, because as you can see here, I have upgraded his star levels already, and I need 1 more head in order to get to the next star here, which will again give me all these extra buffs. So you be careful what you have all these heads. You want to use them on only the guards that you will personally be using and that you will be needing. And the same thing goes, as I said here, I unlocked all his skills by using heads from other commanders. But as I can see here, there's a lot of them that have a few extra stars, but a lot of them don't. So all of these guys that I really don't care about and I don't use, these are the guys whose I'm going to use their heads to upgrade my strong ones. Now, when we're talking about the skills here, I have managed to unlock all these skills by using a lot of the heads, but this last skill, in order to unlock it, I need to upgrade my Art of Combat to level 10. Now, Art of Combat is this skill, and this is where these tokens that I was talking about come into play. You need to get a lot of these in order to upgrade a skill. Now, of course, I've taken it to level 8 already, so this price is pretty expensive, but I need it at level 10 to unlock this. So this is where it comes into place, where you're going to be auto-transforming these guards that you don't need from the blue and even some purple into this currency that you want to use in order to upgrade their skills. Now you can see that it's a lot cheaper for the lower level skills, so I've got a few of them up, but now I'm saving up in order to get at least 19,000 and then the next one to unlock this last one, which is, by the way, always the best skill that they have. 50% attack is a huge amount in this game, so it's very, very important. Now, in terms of which guards are better, it very much varies. Guards have quite a few different statistics about them. So the first thing is here, it shows you basically what kind of unit this guard specializes in. So this is an infantry leader, which will give infantry more damage in this army. If you click here, it tells you the attribute. So as I said earlier, my attribute here is the recommended is the strength one, which is the one I've been boosting, which is why it's so high. And lastly, you will see here that this one is an aid. So that's a special category that makes it so that when I'm leading a march or garrison, I resource gather faster. So that's not very useful for combat, but it is what it is. Now this brings me to my next and last point. Here, the Appoint Guard button, one of the most important thing in this game. So this is where this aid thing comes into play. There's 8 different categories of guards in this game, and they all have different buffs and bonuses. The 2 most important one being the aid and the innovator in terms of growing your city. So if I click on it, you'll see that there's a few aids, but only one of them is leveled up. And as I said earlier, the higher level and the more powerful they are, the higher these numbers are and the more beneficial. So this one basically makes it so that research requirements are cheaper. Also, you get a lot of instant building time, research speed, and troop training speed. So this is why my aid is my main hero right now. He is one of my strongest because this is probably some of the most important stuff at the beginning. Same goes for here. This is why we just leveled Galileo in this video, because he also has construction requirements lower, healing speed, and construction speed. So as you can see, I have one of them, level 40. This is the one I'm using, and that's why he's important. Now, everyone else here is also very important. They all have different statistics, so a lot of it is going to be about damage and health for your troops. So of course, that's all important, just not as important for the growth of your account at the beginning, but this will be more important later on in the game. So you try and basically have one of every category leveled up a little bit. The higher the better, of course, and of course if they're yellow instead of purple, it's even better. So as you can see here, I have more rally capacity, more capacity. That's all very, very powerful stuff, and I'm always trying to have at least one high level per category in order to get the most out of this. So that's about it for my guard guide, guys. So it's been a system that has been reworked very recently, so a lot of this is new. Now, the biggest and most important thing is that you focus on only a few of these guards at once so that you can get the most benefits out of them, and that you make sure that the unit type that they boost is the unit type that you're using primarily. And appointing the guards here is a very, very important aspect of this game because it will give you insane buffs, as you can see here, for building, researching, training, healing, as well as just damage in general. 184 here, 158 here, rally capacity, army capacity, march capacity. It's very, very important. So you want to make sure that you focus the 8 guards that you're going to choose here and that you prioritize their leveling up and their strength. If you guys have any questions about this, as always, make sure to drop a comment and ask me. We also have a Discord channel for not casuals where you can join. The link is in the description, and you can come on our Guns of Glory channel in there and ask us any question about the game. Now, we're still learning the game, but we're getting stronger and stronger. So make sure to come and join us and subscribe to this channel for more videos about Guns of Glory and other similar games. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.